Good day, ma'ams, panels, and advisor. This is our research study entitled A Descriptive Correlational Study Determining the Relationship of the Faculty's Perceived Online Challenges and Their Self-Satisfaction. And we are the group Z3158. I am Renz Matugvog, together with my group mates, student researchers, Maika Janica Blaganzo and Lynn R. Sagut. Now let me introduce to you our study. For a significant amount of time, online learning was highlighted to conform for educational strategies of institutions globally. However, COVID-19 hits and paralyzed the world. Institutions around the world have to go full blast in distance learning. Some schools rely on modular learning while most utilize technology and internet to comply with the rational global decision for social distancing. At the same time, factors also continue to be identified which proves to influence the performance of school faculty that generally contributes to their entire well-being and their job satisfaction. The pandemic has indeed made a global change in the approach of education, hastening development and delivery of online courses. Which is why Hickson's 2021's dissertation, he found out that the majority of the faculty of the University of Mississippi are dissatisfied with their jobs due to the abrupt and fast pace in the online learning delivery. Also, the National Scope of the Philippines, a journal entitled Level of Social Satisfaction of Faculty Members in the University of Eastern Philippines, written by Atencio, revealed that majority and most common challenges of the faculty involves the difficulty of teaching due to various and continuous online modifications. Mayub, 2022, also acknowledged that calculated response and effective efforts of academic institutions from various states for their continuous administration despite the abrupt changes in the educational setting amidst the pandemic. However, the abrupt transition in mode of learning from physical and closed room interactions to virtual digital meetups was observed to be a dramatic change for faculty and students alike. According to Michael Moore, 1997, any disconnection or separation between a teacher and its student will generally lead to a communication gap. He defined the communication gap as a psychological potential space for misunderstanding between the behaviors of the people involved. Anchored to Moore's claim, Giosus Katsuba and Yonoraki's 2009 posits Moore's notion as a gap that creates not only psychological communication distance, but also results in insufficient understanding of the environment and its aspect. The situation openly states that dramatic changes and shifts demanded by online learning significantly affects the job of the faculty and in turn affects their satisfaction. With this concept at hand, the measurement of teachers' job satisfaction becomes essential because according to John Nardahan's definition of job satisfaction, 2011, job satisfaction is attained when an individual is satisfied with his or her job, in which dissatisfaction acts as motivation. Specifically, he added that it is not to be confused with definitions of self-satisfaction, happiness, self-contentment, and theoretically, this present study's main objective is to identify if there is a relationship between the challenges experienced by the faculty in online learning and with their job satisfaction. In detail, the researchers would like to know the relationship of the following in regards with the faculty's job satisfaction. Number 1. What is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty around the University of Mindanao, Tagum campus? A. What is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC with technology? B. What is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC with the learning management system? C. What is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC with the learning materials? Number 2. What is the level of job satisfaction of the high school and college faculty around UMTC? Number 3. Is there a significant relationship between the faculty's experienced challenges and their job satisfaction? The result of the collected data will be analyzed and will determine if this present study will accept the null hypothesis, which states that there is no significant relationship between the challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC and their job satisfaction, or accept the alternative hypothesis, which postulates that there is a significant relationship between the challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC and their job satisfaction.
Okay, now let us proceed to the methods. These sections outline the research methods employed in carrying out the study. It contains the overview of the research participant, research instrument, and research design and procedures. Research participants. The participants of this study is coming from 150 faculty members of college and high school department of Tagum College, and the participant is selected through purposive sampling. Research instrument. The researchers will be using a modified questionnaire derived from established and standardized questionnaire. Questionnaire number 1 will consist of items that may identify if the challenges is present or not. And questionnaire number 2 is the instrument that the researchers use is the Teacher's Job Satisfaction Questionnaire, or TJSQ, of Leicester in 1982. Research design and procedure. This study will be utilizing a quantitative research design. The descriptive correlational research approach will also be adopted in this study. With the utilization of descriptive correlation, the researchers will be able to identify and describe the significant relationship of online challenges to the job satisfaction of the faculty members of Tagum College. To the procedures, prior to sending of questionnaires in the form of Google Forms, the data collection will start with asking permission from the university to conduct the study. The dissemination of Google Forms that will consist of survey questionnaires related to the study will be made after the total respondents are determined, after which the researchers will then be waiting for the survey questionnaires to be completed and reach its minimum required number to start the analysis.
Good day. We will now embark on the results and discussion of this study. Each table that will be shown on this segment is in correspondent with this research objective. Presented in Table 1 is the level of perceived online challenges among UMTC's high school and college faculty, which garnered a total mean score of 2.89, which has a descriptive level of moderate. The first research objective has three specific objectives that are as follows. Letter A. What is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC with technology? The indicator technology garnered a mean score of 3.25, which has a descriptive level of moderate, indicating that the faculty members of UMTC or Tagum College modestly perceive technology as an online challenge. This is in accordance with the findings of Winter, Costello, O'Brien, and Hickey on the year 2021, which stated that for successful online teaching, technological requirements must be met by the faculty, and thus learning about technology is a must and is now a requirement. For the letter B of the first research objective, what is the level of perceived online challenges experienced by the high school and college faculty of UMTC with a learning management system, or LMS? It garnered a total mean score of 2.50, which has a descriptive level of low. This means that the challenge in learning management system were perceived by the faculty as low since they experienced minimal difficulty on this indicator. This is supported by the article of Bradley on the year 2021, who stated that as learning management system was effectively reinforced in the learning process of the faculty to be in line with the online classroom environments. And for the third specific objective, which is for the indicator learning materials, what is the level of perceived online challenge experienced by high school and college faculty of UMTC with learning materials? It garnered a mean score of 2.92, which has a moderate level of description. This is considered as a moderate problem for the faculty since they have to open or make alternative ways in making hard-to-reach sites or references to be available for the students. This is according to the Asian Journal for Education of Rotas and TEPI on the year 2020. Table 2 presents the level of UMTC's faculty level of job satisfaction, garnering a total mean score of 2.63, which has a descriptive equivalent of low. This is supported by the research article of Will on the year 2020, as she stated that during interviews, they stated that they still love teaching, but they are still fed up with everything else. They have this feeling of being burdened due to the constant growth of workload and students, especially in times where more attention is needed to be given on students. The feeling of not being paid appropriately for all the work they do exists in their thoughts. This is a sign of low descriptive level of satisfaction among faculty members of each institutions or of the following institutions. Presented in Table 3 is the significance on the relationship between perceived online challenges and job satisfaction among the faculty of Tagum College, both high school and college faculty. The results of the variable perceived online challenges and job satisfaction are as follows: a mean score of 2.89 and 2.63 respectively. With a p-value of 0.093, the significance between perceived online challenges and job satisfaction results to indicating that there is no significant relationship between the two, resulting to accepting the null hypothesis. Therefore, we can conclude that there is no correlation between variables. This means that online learning challenges is not the major factor that affects the faculty's job satisfaction, especially in Tagum College. This is supported and according to Torpova, Myberg, and Johansson in the year 2020, who stated on their results that school working conditions and teacher job satisfaction holds a substantial association, specifically detailing that faculty workloads, cooperation, and perception of student discipline were factors that should be closely related to job satisfaction.
Upon the analysis of the collected data, the researchers arrived at the conclusion that there is no significant relationship between the UMTC's high school and college faculty perceived online challenges and job satisfaction. With that, the researchers made the following remarks. Number 1, technology is moderately perceived as an online challenge by the respondents of the study. Number 2, learning management system, or LMS, is an online challenge perceived as low by the respondents. Number 3, learning materials is moderately perceived as online challenge by the respondents of the study. Number 4, the UMTC faculty, both high school and college level of job satisfaction is low. 5. There is no correlation between the faculty's perceived online challenges and job satisfaction despite of its mean scores descriptive equivalent.
For the recommendations, the researchers would like to state the following recommendation which can be a basis for future works. 1. Widen the scope of population and sample which can arrive at a more sound and statistically accepted conclusion. 2. A feasible decision with whom the participant must be accounted for. 3rd, the result of this study clearly shows that the need for future studies to be conducted on the field of education to truly understand the underlying factors that affects and influence the faculty's job satisfaction. And that ends our presentation, our research study entitled A Descriptive Correlational Study Determining the Relationship of the Faculty's Perceived Online Challenges and Their Job Satisfaction. We are the group Z3158 and thank you for listening.